Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having a fantastic day. Let's keep pushing through this. I think I need to rest and then go. Oh, wait, no. Arueshalae has a quest. There's an unusual spring in the succubus's step today, and she has a mysterious smile on her lips that you can't recall seeing before. Oh, Desna, something truly miraculous happened to me. If only you knew. You're beaming with delight. Yes, I've never been so happy before. I used to, and now I'm... No, wait. This doesn't feel right. Look, Arueshalae takes a few deep breaths, trying to calm down. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have barged in like that. We need to talk one-on-one. I'll be waiting for you at the tavern. The succubus runs off without giving you a chance to say another word. Who's this? You see a tall, old woman with an imperious face and tangled gray hair. She is wearing a simple robe with a decayed hem riddled with small holes. She wears no jewelry but carries herself like a queen. Greetings, Commander. I am Alanka Kamalari, priestess of Orgothoa and noblewoman of the immortal principality of Ustalev. I also represent the secret society of the Whispering May. My lord sent me to you to congratulate you on your victory. That's the necromancer god, if I remember correctly. We are impressed by how bravely and openly you practice the art of death in your dominions. Okay, I thought this was of the necromancer god. Okay, so I got her because I'm a lich, and that's why I haven't seen her before. Okay. The true nobles of Ustalev, those who haven't forgotten the ancient fame of our country, welcome you as an ally and a kindred spirit. In these times, those who dare to openly practice necromancy and its related arts must stand together. My visit is our first gift to you, a sign of our good intentions. I've brought troops with me, and talented wizards to help you in the war. We hate the demons as much as you do. We'll be glad to see our northern boundaries change from being a constant threat to the home of a good neighbor. Tell me about yourself. The old woman raises her chin proudly. My name is Alanka Kamalari. I come from a small but ancient Ustalev family. When I received Orgothoa's blessing, I was only 16. At the time, strange people used to come to our forest. They burnt fires, danced around them, sang in an unknown language, made merry, and feasted on the meat of stags shot illegally in the Camillary woods. Many simple people went to the woods at night to join the strangers. I was also curious about them. One night, I ran away from the estate and went to the forest. I found them by following the sound of their singing. They were priests of Orgothoa. They enjoyed life skillfully and greedily, for death has always been just over their shoulder. After that, I left home every night to dance with them, sing, copulate, and enjoy eating half-raw, bleeding venison. However, it didn't last long. The servants told my father about my trips. Camillary hunters followed my tracks, cut us at the edge of the forest, and killed everyone except me. My strict father spared me. He had me sent to an asylum near Caliphus, where I was kept in restraints, starved, and tortured in other therapeutic ways. After 3 years, I managed to escape. They pursued me, but I made it all the way home. That night, they served lamb at the Camillary estate. Father liked it baked with herbs and flavorful spices, which is why he didn't notice the bitter tang of poison. They all died. My mother, my father, my 3 brothers, and 6 sisters. I gave them the gift of Orgothoa, undeath. Everyone except my father. And then I went deep into the forest, built a fire, ate some meat of a fawn I killed, and sang a song. I sang until 2 frightened and intrigued girls, the forester's daughters, found me in my clearing. Why would I trust you? It makes no sense for us to harm you. There are a few countries where necromancers take positions of power. We need to stand together to survive. Besides, you are fighting the demons. Our proximity to the whirlwind has always worried Ustalev. Helping you will allow us to lay the foundation for a strong alliance between us and to eliminate the threat hanging over our lands. Why do I need you here? Our undead warriors will serve you well. They know no fear or fatigue. They are unconditionally loyal and can fight demons just as well as your crusaders can. And I will try to help you with my advice. You don't understand it yet, but your heroic image won't protect you from the attacks of hate mongers who abhor the very thought of necromancy being practiced openly. hate mongers. They will plot behind your back, make attempts on your life, thwart your plans. Our society has been dealing with such intrigues for many years. I will suggest ways to avoid such traps and strengthen yourself. And of course, I will ask Ugathor to bestow her mercy on your servants, your lands, and your actions. Welcome to the war. We are glad to serve you, Commander. That's interesting. Let me see something. So, Crusade Quest. Should get 5 points by constructing more buildings to gain access to rank up project. Okay. See, there we go. Oh, he should be able to do this now, right? Oh, actually, hell no, he can't do it. Yikes. Just, there we go. Finally rank her you up. Any other rank ups? Okay. That's only a day. All right, that's all we can do for now. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, ba-da-dum. Okay. Get some rest. Then go talk to Arueshalae. Then we leave. We'll hit Sosiel's Quest. And then finally, I can continue on the Lich Mystical Path. Kind of decided I wanted to clear the map going from right to left, so for me it made sense to wait a little bit. And these jokers are still here. Hope that quest works in the full game. Gray. Oh wait, I'm not looking for Gray Boar. Yeah, let me make sure. Yeah, you don't have anything. We don't have anything to talk about. Here we are. You have never seen Arueshalae looking so happy and inspired. She gives you a wide smile. There you are. I can't wait to share my joy with you. What did you want to tell me? Remember how I told you about Desna leading me onto the path of redemption? I was trying to mock her by corrupting the dreams of mortals, and the great dreamer couldn't tolerate that. She ruined my game and made me spend what seemed like an eternity in her realm. I had a lot of time to reflect on my past misdeeds, and when the goddess saw that I had repented, she decided to let me go. I still vividly remember her parting words. And what do you dream about? This riddle weighed on my mind for many years. Demons do not dream when they sleep. We don't have dreams at all. We have desires and we act on those desires no matter the cost. How was I supposed to find something to dream about? I've been observing the mortals, trying to understand how it all works, and finally, the girl takes a deep breath and yells joyfully at the top of her lungs, startling every visitor and earning puzzled looks. I had my very own dream! So many years of hard work, I almost gave up at one point, but here it is, a dream, a real dream of my very own. I want to show it to you. You don't mind, do you? Arueshalae offers you her hand. Come, I'll take you to my dream. I can't wait for you to see it. Give Arueshalae your hand. Take me to your dream. The succubus reaches for your hand with her burning fingers, and the world around you fades as you are carried somewhere far away. It is cool and quiet in Arueshalae's dream. The ground is firm beneath your feet, and thin mist curls along the surface. In the soft, eerie light emanating from invisible stars, you see nothing. As you look around, you see nothing and no one except for you and Arueshalae. Nevertheless, the succubus is beaming with joy. There it is, an actual dream, my very first one. Is this what mortals see every night? Does it look like your own dream? What do you think? Why is this place so empty? Empty? I don't know. This is my first dream ever. I don't know what it should be like here. Arueshalae looks around. Her smile fades a bit. There's nothing to see right now. Perhaps I was so keen on the idea of having a dream that it made all my other wishes and urges too pale in comparison. Now I have to learn how to dream properly. Arueshalae catches your eye, cocking her head to the side. Tell me, what do you dream about? Power. Right. The commander's title alone gives you a lot of power over your people, but what if you want more? Perhaps a royal title will suit you better? I can picture you in a crown quite well. Suddenly, a royal throne appears before you, as if by magic. Look, look! Arueshalae laughs and clasps her hands. Now I have a dream as well, and it's not just something I made up. It's so wonderful sharing a dream with you. Do you like your newfound dreams? They're the most beautiful thing in the world. This world is mine and mine only. It's a bit empty right now, but I'm learning fast. Let's go back to the material plane. Let's go. Arueshalae touches your hand, and the dream world begins to fade away. I have to go. Mortals, I still have so much to learn from them. All right, I will be watching you. So something came up. All right, I need to ask these people about the dream. Olivia, Arsenal, Erebeth, Storyteller. Oh, Erebeth might be a problem. Let's see. I have a question for you, one that might seem strange, but as the commander, I need to know your answer. What do you dream of? I don't keep secrets from you, Commander. I used to think reclaiming Dresden was a hopeless dream, but now, thanks to you, even winning this war seems possible. Still, the victory is our common cause, the dream of the entire Crusade forces. My personal dream is more modest, putting an end to Baphomet's Templars once and for all, to prevent them from invading our ranks and poisoning the minds of our warriors with their deceit. Rearmament is another thing we do well to pursue. Our armor falls into disrepair at an alarming rate, and our warriors' blades are barely sharp enough to pierce the skin of the weakest demons. I understand that Mendev's coffers aren't bottomless, but if we can't order ready-made weapons, I'd be glad to get half a ton of cold iron. Wait, are we still dreaming? A ton of adamantine then, or two. That would be enough for... The paladin is busy doing the calculations. You can barely discern a whisper. The Templars, the weapons, adamantine, so many wishes at once. Interesting. Everybody says goodbye with a short bow.
Without a doubt.
I have a question. Oh, wait. You want to buy some nail clippings? Why not? Show me the money first, though. Certainly. The tiefling gives you some gold coins, then wraps your nails in a paper and hides them in one of the purses hanging from his belt. Wow. I have a question for you, one that might seem strange, but as the commander, I need to know your answer. What do you dream of? When I get rich, I'll retire. I'll go to Taldor, buy a villa by the sea from some broke noble, maybe even along with a title. I'll surround myself with so much luxury that the ancient Taldan emperors will envy from the afterlife. I'll put a pipe organ in my dining room to play during dinner, and harps, and little bells. You notice movement with the corner of an eye, but nothing else. Arueshalae is hiding really well to listen to the city dwellers' dreams and stay unnoticed. Come again. Hillor nods approvingly. You've earned the title of commander. Kenneber still stands thanks to you, but you'll have to be doubly on your guard. Your eminence places a target on your back, and there are assassins about. Killing a high-ranking crusader would bring a demon far more prestige than killing a common soldier. Not long ago, I stymied a few of the Spider of Nightmare's attempts on the lives of influential crusaders, so I know what I'm talking about. I have a question for you, one that might seem strange, but as the commander, I need to know your answer. What do you dream of? I give everything away to see my lovely little Lori again for one last time. Which influential crusaders did you save from the Spinner of Nightmares? I've been hunting the Spinner of Nightmares for over a year. My agents, by that time I created a proper network, reported to me that she'd returned to Neuroscience. I immediately suspected that she was planning a great atrocity. By that time, I'd learned all too well that the Spinner was master of illusions and charms. That's why I never left the house without this. Hillor takes a monocle from his pocket and puts it on carefully. This is the eye of truth. It allows me to see through illusions. My friend got it from the priest of Nethys. However, neither this monocle nor my network of agents were adequate to prevent the attacks, and we were nearly too late. The Spinner of Nightmares decided to strike at the Cruciform Cathedral. They had gathered to celebrate the victory of the First Crusade. It was a great holiday, and there was a lavish ceremony at the cathedral. An influential priest, Anthoclitus, was in charge of the festivities. They were intending to crown him with a tiara, a symbol of his high status, but the sacred tiara had been replaced. The Spinner had attained an Incutulus, a sentient and rather ominous cephalopod from the other end of the world. She'd raised it from an elver and trained it carefully, and she cast an illusion on it so that everyone would see it as a tiara. The moment its shell was placed on Anthoclitus' head, the cephalopod would release its tentacles and penetrate the priest's skull. Wicked. Its poison would seep into his brain, and it would seize control over Anthoclitus' dead body. Fortunately, we were able to stop this madness in time. I spotted the Spinner of Nightmares in the crowd, chased her down, and we ended up crossing swords on the roof of the cathedral. I nearly defeated her, but she fled up on a giant stallion, which was able to run across the air as if it was on the ground. I was so close to catching her. She suffered a setback, but I let her escape. Hillor's bitter and angry smile shows he hasn't made peace with his failure. Tell me how you almost caught the Spinner of Nightmares. Hillor's look grows heavy. It was 6 months ago. We got a lead where to look for her, a lonely inn along the road. We got there disguised as travelers. I never took off the Eye of Truth for a moment. Hillor carefully takes out and wipes his magic monocle. We quickly identified our cronies, but the Spinner of Nightmares was nowhere to be found. I lost hope and gave the order to arrest the cultists. This was managed quickly and without any losses. The Spinner of Nightmares appeared on a stage where passing bards were performing. She sang a funny little children's song, and the guests of the inn went mad. Their eyes turned bloodshot, and they attacked us in a rage. They grabbed whatever came to hand and tried to kill us. Stools, forks, their bare hands, and even their teeth. We were forced to defend ourselves. When it was over, we were covered in blood. 31 butchered corpses lay at our feet. They wouldn't stop fighting even after their guts were dragging across the floor. The air reeked of blood, guts, and shite. I was barely able to clamber out. My legs refused to walk across that slimy muck. Once I made it outside, there was only the night and the steppe, and her laughter, the delighted, mocking laughter of a child who pulled off a prank. It arched from horizon to horizon. As it echoed in my mind, I lost consciousness and fell to the ground. Hillor's story ends with a helpless sigh. The Pathfinder massages his eyes with his fingers, as if trying to push away the horrific images he envisions. I have to go. Good luck, watch your back. Only trust your closest friends. The enemy is cunning and treacherous. Okay. And isn't he just a bowl of fruit? All right, let's char one of those people. Storyteller, Arsenal, and Anivia. All right. Times like this, it really would be nice to have haste. hit there. Storyteller's up there. Go in there. Talk to what's her name. And then circle back with Arueshalae. I think you have to. And then we can finally leave. Go. Almost here. I have a question for you, one that might seem strange, but as a commander, I need to know your answer. What do you dream of? That is a rather strange question indeed, but if it's in order, I will answer. There's a saying, one can't win a war and keep their gloves white. Yes? I do understand that there isn't much time and energy left for landscaping when you're fighting hordes of demons to death every day, but Abadar knows how I'd love to see Dresden neat and tidy for just one day. No missing cobbles in the street, everything sparkling clean, flower beds blooming, all the lawns trimmed, glory and order, instead of all this filth. I have to go. Okay, Ooh, Cleric of Ugatha. The living give way to warriors of death. Our swords thirst for the blood of demons and criminals. Fascinating. I want to see what they look like. Skeletal champion archer. Oh, there goes a cleric. All right, so they look like regular clerics, but they got undead walking around with them. That's awesome. So I'm creating a community of necromancers? I'm with that. I'm 100% with that. So when the good people turn against me, I'm going to have other masters of the undead who are going to stand with me and make it clear necromancy is the new wave. I have a question for you. One that might seem strange, but as a commander, I need to know your answer. What do you dream of? Oh, I haven't been surprised by a strange question for a long time. Especially not when beside you I hear the weightless tread of a succubus who has stepped onto the path of redemption. No wonder she wants to know more about mortals and their dreams. Perhaps my dream will disappoint you, child, and still I will answer. I have to admit I suffer from insomnia. Every night as soon as I lie down, the ghosts of those who are remembered and those who are forgotten stand around my bed. The stories I have gathered swarm in my head. My mattress becomes hard like stone and my pillow ice cold. Maybe if I had a softer bed, I will fall asleep quicker. Although I suppose it's not about the bed. I have to go. I wish you interesting adventures. All right, let me just check one more, right? Yep, Anethia. Doom, doom, doom. Look who it is. Hi. I have a question for you, one that might seem strange, but as a commander, I need to know your answer. What do you dream of? What else could I desire when I have my Beth? Anavia thinks for a moment, smiling, then looks over your shoulder and gives a cheeky wink. Arueshalae, quit hiding. You put the commander up to this, didn't you? Feeling shy, are we? Fine. I'll act like I never saw you. So, commander, war's no place to be thinking about wants. Needs, yes, not desires. But when the war's over, you mean? Then we'll have a chance to think about something other than just surviving. To learn something other than fighting. You know, when I was really little, I would always hang around the kitchen whenever the cook was getting the fresh bread out of the oven. Big steaming loaves that smelled so good. Maybe it's stupid, but I keep thinking, When the war's over, I'm going to build a big stone oven in my house and learn how to bake bread just like that. All right, you watch yourself now. Cool. And talk to Arueshalae. I assume I have to go back to the tavern for that. And there she is. Arueshalae is observing the tavern visitors inquisitively from the table in the farthest corner. Mortals, I have so much to learn from them. I asked some of the city's people about their dreams. Is this enough for you? Yes, you can't even imagine how many new dreams I have in there now. Let's go. I want to show you everything I've got. The succubus once again takes you by the hand to bring you into the dream realm. Arueshalae's dream is no longer empty. You arrive to discover an avalanche of voices, scents, and images. The smell of Nevia's fresh bread intertwines with the stench of the templar's fresh blood from her wife's dream. The bells and harp strings produce the sweet melodies the one-eyed devil wished for. The storyteller's luxurious bed makes your eyelids heavy, and the trimmed lawn on which it stands would have filled Arueshalae's heart with utter joy. Do you see how many different things are in here? Now I too can dream like any mortal. But none of these dreams are your own. What's the point of collecting other people's reveries? No need to be so harsh. It's my first dream ever. That wasn't harsh, it was a legitimate question. Whatever, okay. It's a miracle I am able to have one at all. I would have never collected all these dreams without you. Would you like to take a closer look? Feel free to explore my dreams and do tell me if they look like the things mortals dream about. Maybe you'll give me some hints on how to make them better. Touching the throne fills your mind with echoes of jubilant crowds' voices and whispers of crowd sycophants. This carriage is full of sparkling adamantine ore. Whoever killed these Templars, they did it cleanly and without unnecessary violence. This magic weapon was enchanted to eradicate demons. Equipped with this, your soldiers would have carved through the enemy ranks like a hot knife through butter. The freshly baked bed gives off a breathtakingly savory smell. The musical instrument looks like they are ready to start playing all by themselves. This soft bed is tempting you to have a little rest. Daddy, I'm here. I'm alive. Arueshalae, my venomous butterfly, where are you, my darling? We used to be as happy as a canopy of stars. Let me have a taste of your sweet nectar one more time. You open your eyes to find Arueshalae looking at you, wide-eyed. The demon is breathing heavily, droplets of sweat glitter on her pale face. She does not notice right away that she is squeezing your palm with her delicate, burning fingers, but when she does, she turns red and jerks her hand back instantly. I'm sorry. You weren't supposed to see that. I didn't want you to. I didn't even want to see that myself. Who was that? I suppose you're right. But what? Did I not press 1? Oh, no. Okay, fine. There's no need to apologize. Dreams can be strange sometimes. I suppose you're right, but I'm embarrassed anyway. That shadow, I wanted to erase him from my memory once and for all. That nickname he gave me, Venomous Butterfly, was the last thing I ever wanted to hear again. I tried to forget about all that, and I almost succeeded, But now he's haunting my newfound dreams. Why? Everything was going so well. Arueshalae shakes her head. This must be what mortals call nightmares, right? I guess this is another confirmation that I'm now fully exploring the dream world. But will I be brave enough to enter it again, knowing that he is waiting for me there? There are so many things I still have to learn. Mortals usually find ways to deal with their nightmares, and so will I. Thank you for your help, and I'm sorry that you had to watch that awful spectacle unfold. The succubus gets to her feet. Now, please excuse me. I need some time alone to think about everything I've just seen. All right. Let's get up out of here. Get back on the road.
Without a doubt.
Here we go. Okay. And take out Areelu. Camellia back. And move forward from there. Okay. What is in Legion 2? Reinforcements. All right. What's in Legion 1? Bad shape. All right. Legion 2 is at the Lost Chapel. And I could recruit, but I have no money. So we'll let that go. Lost Chapel. Near a barely smoking fire, wrapped in a rag, too ragged, a pair of wounded fugitives are sitting. A half-elf man and a dwarf woman. There's a mixture of revulsion and sympathy on Sosiel's face. After a moment of hesitation, he walked towards the fire. Did you escape from slavery among the Knights of the Order of the Pike? What? No, revered cleric. We know nothing about any... Stop playing dumb. They know all about us. It's obvious that Graham ratted us out, the scoundrel. Damn it. We're done for. The half-elf looks at you wistfully. He is clearly ready to part with his life. Sosiel looks at you silently. There's a storm of emotions on his face. He opens his mouth to say something, but after taking a shaky breath, closes it again. The cleric obviously doesn't know where to begin. So you really did serve the Order of the Pike? We did. Not in the order proper, of course, just as hired soldiers. First we served for money, then they made slaves, and we worked for free. We deserve to be punished. Because of us, the only good person in their damn order perished. The Alpha spits. It's true. If we hadn't lost our nerve back then. What can you tell us about that Graham? A complete scumbag. The Hell Knights hired infantry are no followers of Shelyn. There aren't many good people among us, but Graham still stood out. The last to fight, the first to eat, always ready to pillage, rob civilians, steal from corpses. There's nothing he wouldn't do, and he drank like a horse. One of the knights, probably the best of them, he made Graham his valet, tried to make him a better person, but to no effect. Graham quit drinking, though, but he was still a scum. This knight had a saying, He said Graham changed his gold for copper coins. I'm not sure there was ever anything golden about Graham. Rust, more like. But Master Vanek tried to see some good in him. It's a pity he died without finding anything. Changed his gold for copper coins. Sosiel repeats those words in a whisper, clenching his fist. Our proverb from Onderon. Tell me about the death of the knights and your escape. The order we served hunted monsters, magicors, basilisks, sometimes even dragons. But this time their instincts were wrong. Yes, they didn't expect that beast. It caught them off guard, and before we knew it, half the unit was dead. They tried to fight back, but what about us? For us, it was a chance to be free. We ran toward Kennebrez. Nobody there would care where we come from and who we'd serve. But Graham was braver. He took armor from a corpse and went to Mendev through Dresden. It's probably where you picked him up, right? Tell me. Sosiel's voice breaks. He clears his throat and starts over. Tell me what you know about Trevor Vanek. Master Vanek, the dwarf looks down. We served under his command. He was an amazing man, a true hero. What was he doing among the Hell Knights? We heard he came from somewhere in Onderon, not for profit like us. No, he had one goal, to rid this world of demons. I always thought he was too good to be a Hell Knight. Such a man should have been a paladin. But who are we to question our commander about his life choices? Anyway, he made his way in this world. In half a year, he was promoted from a squire to a knight, went through the trial, and earned the right to wear the black armor. Sosiel bites his lip without saying a word. What kind of person was he? Strict, demanding, towards others, but towards himself above all. And, despite his strictness, he was a kind man. He just knew that discipline was required if we wanted to survive here among the demons. He'd work us hard. He could thrash the hide off us for wrongdoings, but his strictness saved many lives. Yes, he often talked to us about his brother. According to him, he was a real saint, but even if only part of what Master Vanek told us was true, his brother was a decent man, not a fighter, not a hero, an ordinary village priest somewhere in Onderon, a man who seeks no glory but just does everything he can to help others. Sosiel looks away. Master Vanek idolized him. He used to say he would never be as good a person as him, but at least he would win this war so that his brother wouldn't have to see it. I don't know what kind of person his brother really is, but I remember one thing. He used to say, when you go to a war, leave your heart at home or you're tainted. I think his heart really stayed there with his brother in Onderon among all those orchards and vine groves, clean and pure, while his body was drowning in mud and blood here. What happened to him? We killed him. That's not true. It was demons what killed him. We could have saved him, but we were cowards. I'll never forgive myself. We were hunted down at Chimera, and a Master Vanek and the other knights were supposed to kill it. And suddenly a terrifying demon in a black mask appeared out of nowhere. He wore something like, "You'll do," and grabbed Master Vanek, and then he ran straight at us. We should have fought and taken him back, but we panicked and scattered. And when we came to our senses, there was no sign of them. We were made slaves as punishment. They said that if we couldn't fight honorably in formation, we'd atone for our crime by doing dirty work. They made us dig trenches, carry baggage, and in battle, they'd send us ahead to distract the monsters as bait. We dropped like flies. Out of all those who were on that damned hunt, only the two of us survived. 3 if you count Graham. Wait, so was he killed or abducted? No one found his body, it's true, but no one saw him again either. What could the demons have done to him? They must have devoured him. Hopefully it was quick. There was a woman named Arenta in the chapter. How did she get Trevor's shield? She was Master Vanek's betrothed. When the demon dragged him away, his shield was left on the ground. Arenta took it as a keepsake. I don't know what he saw in her. She was angry like a devil. But with him, she seemed to become a bit kinder. Once he was gone, she turned into a real Erinus. She wanted us to be executed for cowardice, every last one of us. And when the commander said no, she left for another order. I don't know what happened to her after that. Tell me about yourself. There's nothing special about us, but if you have questions, ask us. We'll answer honestly. Did you serve the Order of the Pike? We did. Not in the order proper, of course, just as hired soldiers. First we served for money, then they made us slaves, then we worked for free. We deserved to be punished. Because of us, the only good person in their damn order perished. The half-elf spits. It's true. If we hadn't lost our nerve back then, what can you tell us about that Graham? A complete scumbag. The Hell Knights hired infantry are no followers of Shelyn. There aren't many good people among us, but Graham still stood out. The last to fight, the first to eat. Oh, we've already read all that. And we already read about the deaths, didn't we? Yeah. Okay. What do you say, Sosiel? Sosiel, so you are... No one saw a body, right? So maybe I still have a chance of finding my lost brother. Thank you for your words. You have given me back my hope. Sosiel hands a small bag to the fugitives. Take this. There are healing potions, food, some gold, and a letter. Show it to the guards at the gates of Kenabres. You will be taken care of. The Lich doesn't care about lawfulness. Keep silent. Thank you, Master Vanek. Your brother was right. You really are a saint. Taking the bag, the fugitives walk away quickly. The cleric watches them leave. It seems I knew very little about my brother and about myself. He looks at you sadly. How do you feel? You were acting strangely during the entire conversation. Sosiel rubs his forehead. I was frightened. More frightened than I've been fighting any monster. Even more frightened than when the demons destroyed Kenabres. I was afraid of what they would tell me, and now I've heard it all. This truth, I can't wrap my head around it, but at least the fears in the past. What I was most afraid of is true. It hurts so much. And still, this pain is easier to bear than uncertainty. Thank you for being with me. Had I been alone, I probably wouldn't have said a word. It's not only Trevor's fate you're worried about, is it? Sosiel nods. I have always looked up to Trevor. I thought I was weak and tried to be like him, but if he has fallen so low, then what could happen to me? What do I know about myself and my limits? If this war has made a Hell Knight out of him, what will I become? These people might have killed your brother. How could you forgive them so easily? Forgive them? Sosiel looks at you surprised. Ah, you mean that... Listen, you saw them. There are poor people who to fight a war they weren't prepared for in exchange for a pittance. I didn't even think about holding a grudge against them for that. Yes, they wavered in battle, and because of that, Trevor was abducted, but it wasn't their fault. It's the fault of those who throw weak people into the jaws of the abyss and demand they do impossible things. Now you know what happened to Trevor. I found out the truth, but... The cleric shakes his head. I'm not sure what to think of it. Trevor fell as a paladin, but did you hear what those people said about him? He was the best of the Hell Knights? I can't wrap my head around it. What do you make of it all? Your brother hoped to keep his heart pure, but couldn't. Your brother's a real hero. Your brother betrayed his goddess. Alas, this happened to many people. Your brother's a real hero. He might have not have been able to shine among the paladins, but he found a place where he could make the world better. Exiled from the paladins to become the best among the Hell Knights. That is not what he dreamed of, but at least he saved someone. He changed some lives for the better. Isn't that the true calling of a hero? The most important point is he might still be alive. I don't know what demon in a black mask attacked him and where he was taken, and it scares me to imagine what they did to him there, but he might still be alive, and that means my hope is still alive too. Thank you for helping me find out the truth, whatever it was. Cool. His quest is done. And we can move on. All right. Where's that bloody thing? Well, let me go directly there. Fine. Oh, great. Priestess of Vengeful Callistria will happily conduct a ritual with the gemstone that will crown the vengeance of their deity. This rod grants you the ability to modify up to 6 spells per day so that the energy type of the damage they deal changes to unholy. The modified spell also becomes maximized though using the maximized feat. Greater rods can be used with spells of 9th level or lower. Cool. We only have a couple thousand. That's not enough either. Nope, no rest. Is it that way? Yes, it is. Oh, you could deal with that level 3. But you know what? No, I'm right there. I don't want to leave. Line. Oops. Camouflage. 20. Oops. 20. 13. Scribe. 19. And rest. Reduce the corruption. Yep. I'm keeping Sosiel in my party. It just makes sense. And now I'm just going to have to remember, make sure that you give Darren religion. Or at least somebody religion on this freaking squad. So that I can start getting massacred by the corruption. All right, find the mysterious place. An old cauldron with the smell of alcohol still lingering around it. It is smashed and beyond repair. Get out of the trap. Ghost. Where are you, brother? What made you enter that bloody rift? May Ayamadei have mercy on us and killed us both. I was lucky to snap my neck and die at once, but you... How loud you screamed, brother. All right. Before you is some kind of magical device. It looks old and broken. A large, oddly shaped crystal is wedged tightly into a slot in the device. Touch the crystal. Day 16, Amadeus 4662. Transformation. Subject, young male, half-fiend. Objective, to study the properties of hybrid souls. Desired result, to see the same result that were previously achieved on full-fledged demons. Sutter, bring me one more crystal. I believe I'm almost there. The dretched demon that appears before you is a pitiful specimen, even for his own ilk, which are distinguished by neither strength nor a terrifying appearance. His peeling skin is covered in scars, and his hands are twisted at an odd angle and have a slight tremor, but he stretches his mouth in an approximation of a grin. Ah, it's you. Good. Very good. Have a look around. Go ahead. Meet the locals. They're not the best housemates, but there's never a dull moment. You'll like it. Here with us is definitely the place for you. Who are you? The demon seems truly puzzled by the question. Me? Why do you want to know? They call me the Sutter. I'm the custodian of this place, the big expert, you know, with big, expertise. I know all there is to know about it, things nobody else knows. I've seen you before. You were disguised as a halfling. You spoke to me in Kennebrez before Discari attacked. How'd you... The dretch begins in astonishment before stopping himself and offering a smug grin. Maybe I was disguised. Maybe I did speak to you. That lot of use that knowledge will do you. Do you think now I'll just bare my soul and reveal all my secrets and whatnot? You can think again. What is this place, demon? What, you mean you don't know? It's my mistress Areelu's, her old laboratory. The demon's voice trembles oddly. She used to live here, back when she was still mortal, before those Sokorian dogs came and took her and tossed her into the threshold. But they only found the house, they never got into the lab. My lady came back here after, when the abyss had already bitten off a chunk of your world and Socorus had become the world womb. But she never liked this place and she abandoned it many years ago, along with everyone in this place too. You can enter here, but leaving is impossible. Impossible. That's why all the people abandoned here get out of their cages and start living as best they could. You'll see. That is, if you can get through. The lady placed barriers here that only let demons through. They don't keep me out, but you're going to have trouble trying to break through. I heard there's a knack to it, though, so keep trying. Lady Vorlish was here, and now she's gone. What terrible luck! What a hard confluence of circumstances. The questions I have for her already run to a dozen pages. Nanio sighs. Are we really going to waste our time conversing with this creature? I doubt it will be of any use to us. You're in a big hurry to leave this place and go about your business. Oh, that's right. You've got nowhere to hurry to anymore. Don't worry. In about 10 years or so, if you live that long, you'll come to appreciate my company. I'm a very interesting person to talk to, you know? Look, ugly mug, here's the deal. The lady of the house ain't been home in a long time. Nobody knows when she'll be back. Fancy showing me where she keeps her trinkets, her favorite necklace, that sort of thing? I'll give you a cut, of course. Favorite necklace? If she had one, it'd probably be made of the ears of young tieflings like yourself. Nope, I won't help you. Rob the place to your heart's content, rummage in all the cupboards, open all the chests, and I'll have a good laugh at your expense and eat what's left of you for my supper. If there is anything left, that is. Why did you start talking to me? Out of boredom, the demon grins. I've been stuck in here a long time. We don't see new faces very often, but it does happen. People come across this place by accident, wriggle inside, and then can't get out again. And isn't it a good thing I learned to speak your language? You won't find a dredge as educated as old Sutter here. Can you tell me how to get out of here by any chance? Maybe I'll tell you. What harm will it do? But first go and take a look around. The answer's not as simple as you might think. I have things to do. The demon suddenly tilts his head and speaks in a calmer, more serious tone. Be careful, Samori Sykes. This place is dangerous. It hides many things that have never been seen beneath your sun. It is not my land, but it isn't yours either. All right.
Forwards.
Many of the bodies in the jars are those of tieflings or half-fiends. Many of them are strangely deformed or show multiple stitches and incisions. A woman's body clings to the wall like she was trying to scratch her way out. Ooh. Didn't notice I had a level up. Okay. Let's see what we can do with this. I am a cross-blooded sorcerer. Continue leveling up charisma. Yep. Spell level 2. Why is it giving me spell level 2? What in the hell? Do I need anything from here? Doubtful. Yeah. I guess because since I'm playing evil, that might actually be useful sometimes. Window Walk, Demon Slayer, Dexterity, Athletics. Wow, I really jacked you up. You're not even. This ability isn't even a class skill for you. Oh, but she still has a 21 in it, so whatever. All right. Oh, she gets quarried now. Right. Cool. And Fiendish Quarry. Choose an evil outsider as a quarry. You can forego the normal +2 attack bonus. Instead, treat his weapon as if it were good aligned versus his quarry. That's interesting. Eldritch Scoundrel. Oh, so he only has a 15 in athletics. Interesting. And he can focus on, I guess, Arcana, whatever. And he already has the stuff he needs from level 4. We'll give you Dimension Door. Sure, whatever. Whatever. Two on attack rolls. Yep, that's what I want. There we go. Get 2 of them. Sosiel. Nanio. Intelligence. Skills. Spell specialization. What are you specializing in right now? Probably Phantasmal Putrefaction. Level 6. You already have Chain Lightning? Yes, it says you already have Chain Lightning. Oh, okay, no, you don't. Cool. Alright, Chain Lightning, and I guess we might as well get Hellfire Ray, sure. Whatever. And then finally her. Dexterity. Skills. Team maneuvers. Sure. Level 3. Contagion. Yeah, none of these are all that great. At least not for me. Not my thing. All creatures. Sure.
I'll watch your back.
Not a fan of her class. I will definitely not be building her this way when I get to play again. Shaman, okay. Let's switch this up. We're not using her for buffs. I don't even like that. Nope. All web. That's proper. That's proper. That's proper. We don't even need this really. We rarely use mage armor. Alright, that's a proper way she's built up. Yeah. Sure. We can spam that. Sure, those are all have their applications at times when they want to be used. Sure. Heal a couple of times. And then this, yeah, that works for me. You. More control fireball. Yeah, don't need the rest of that. That looks proper. That's proper. We can take these off now. That's proper. You. What's the deal? I'm good with instant enemy. Another cast and Sense Vitals. You're good on this. Finally, you. You're good on this level with Lich. Lich is not changed, so don't need to worry about that. Okay. Sorry about that. Just had to go through it. And let's see the automatic. That's still good. Let's start with web, actually. You. You hold.
Something wrong?
Yeah. Yeah, you're good.
I will see this through.
And you're doing that. No, let's start with this. Okay. Might as well put it on since we have it. What level are we? 11? 12. So she gets that for 12 minutes.
Here. Where else would I be?
No need to turn that on. She doesn't have anything that's particularly
What's
useful
on your mind? I wonder.
at this time. She needs that. 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 And that. All right. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. One other thing. Right. Forgot about these people. 9, 10, 10. You're done. Next. 10, 10. You're done. Why does everyone else have a level up except her? And she's at... So we're at level 12. Oh, because her level up is determined by how far you've proceeded in the mystic path, not by in the mythic path, not by experience points. That's why. All right.
We march ahead.
I am a day, hear my prayer. Avenge my brother and me, my brother who died without glory, and me who was trapped here to bleed for 3 days straight like a wretched cur. Thrice be cursed the one who engineered this wicked trap. What's this? Oh. I'm not sure why I have that, but sure, whatever. And then...
Are we ready to move out?
Yes, we are. That looks rough.
Without a doubt.
The look at this device provokes a shudder of horror. It's not clear what kind of experiments it was used in, but it's unlikely they were pleasant for the subject. Come on now. Why can't one of y'all should be able to get through? Are you serious? Oh my god. Very irritating.
Let me help.
Seems like he's doing way less heals than he should be. Right, wasn't he level 4? There we go. All right.
I will guide us.
Disarm that.
I hope you appreciate this.
A little bit.
Anything new?
Stand with me.
Dude, they have got to fix this. Okay. Every time I have enemies at a corridor, we shouldn't all get bunched up. Magical device of unknown purpose. Oh, because I failed to check. Isn't that nice?
Our path leads on.
The sign says Old Wing.
I'll cheer you on from over here.
Why is Sosiel the one out front? What is Samoy Sykes doing? You're not driven insane. Why are you firing on them?
Go for their heart!
Jeez. So irritating. It isn't clear if this breach appeared while the laboratory was still in use or after its abandonment, but the scratch marks and bloodstains around the edge indicate that it may have been tried as a potential escape route. We might need restoration. Oh, I forgot. Probably should put this on. Oops.
Magritio, Turi, Magritio, Turinos, Magritio, Turi.
All right. Let's make sure.
My will is resolute. You have but to ask.
I will not falter.
Efno.
7 points.
Efno.
8 points.
Efno.
There we go.
Efno.
Okay. Make sure, is this right? Oh. Well, that could be part of the problem. Okay. I thought I checked this. No. Clearly not. Pets out front. These two kind of in the back. Here is closer in the back. She could be a little more up. That's probably part of the problem. My fault. All right. What's this? Demon Plague.
I will lend you my aid.
Clear that. There we go. All right. Moving right along. Door on either side. Experiment the Sutter crystal. Bolt made from unknown material. I've never figured out what to do with those midnight bolts. And I've read the little note that comes with it. Still not clear. It might be related to a particular mystic path. A vessel resembling an outlandish jug seems to have been hewn from a huge block of solid crystal. Veins of bright purple running through this crystal pulse with light. A crimson droplet falls on it, triggering a vibration deep inside. You look down and see a scarlet stain blooming on your chest. Your wound has reopened in the blink of an eye. You sense the powerful magical aura of the vessel. What's more, something that is hard to explain is literally drawing you toward it. Knowledge Arcana, examine the vessel. Presumably, the object before you is a magical repository for a soul, similar to those used in various evil spells. However, this artifact is different to all the ones you've seen before. You cannot fully identify its properties. One thing you can say for sure, it is currently empty. Lich Mystical Path. Take the vessel. This is what I came here for. After touching the vessel, you feel a flash of keen triumph at the rightness of what has occurred. But the feeling leaves as quickly as it comes. Your power envelops the vessel, protecting it and preventing it from harming you, if by chance it is armed with protective charms. It will reach Sicarius in one piece. Cool.
Without a doubt.
Let's continue forward.
I am helpful, am I not?
We march ahead.
This cave-in looks like it happened a long time ago. The rocks and rubble have been compressed almost into a single mass. Behind the barrier, frozen in what seems like a weakly glowing liquid or a magical glimmer, is a woman with long silvery hair. At her back, you can see a single white wing and some kind of dark, broken shadow. Haggard figures huddle around the woman. A dwarf in a ragged robe scarcely notices you. He sits on the floor, running his fingers over the leaves of the plant that is growing between the slabs, like one would normally stroke a beloved cat or dog. Next to him is the unmoving figure of an elf, who is covered in scars and doesn't take his eyes off you. The third member of the group is an old man with a long, straggly beard dressed in old armor. He turns quickly to face you, brandishing a rusty sword. "Who are you? Another conniving wretch who serves the traitor? Don't come any closer." "Calm down. I'm the commander of the Crusaders from Dresden, and I mean you no harm." "A commander? From Dresden? Can it be true? Have they come for us at last?" The old man seems stunned. "It's more likely that this is yet another unfortunate who's fallen into the trap," the elf smiles gloomily. "Hello, I suppose, commander from Dresden. Who are you?" "We're the only survivors, the only ones apart from the monsters and demons, I mean. The old fellow is a crusader. He ended up here accidentally around 20 years ago. He camped out in the ruins of the house, found the magic door, and came through it, but, of course, he couldn't get out again. I'm one of the last to have been brought here by Areelu herself. She literally dragged me out of the demon's jaws, and I don't even know what she wanted me for. She kept me in a magical sleep most of the time, and then she lost interest in the laboratory." "And the druid, the one making friends with the plants and the roots, he's been here since the very beginning. I think he's from Sicarius, but he's half mad and wasn't a talker even back when I first met him, so we don't know his name or any other details about him. He grows food for us and he doesn't talk. He's the best neighbor you could hope for." The elf chuckles bitterly. "Areelu left people alive down here? She just abandoned the place?" "That's right. She opened the cages but sealed the way out from the outside. What else were you expecting from the architect of the world wound? Compassion and mercy? Sometimes I think that leaving us here was just another one of her experiments, and we're just rats in a maze. So you've tried to get out of here? Countless times, by whatever means we could think of. Nothing worked. Maybe if we'd had a powerful cleric or spellcaster among us. Then again, seems unlikely if Areelu imprisoned an actual angel down here so easily, doesn't it? The elf nods towards the unmoving winged woman. We can't even explore the whole laboratory. Some of the passages are blocked by barriers that only let demons through. How have you survived all this time? With difficulty. There were more of us before, subjects of Areelu's experiments, mortals and demons and other abominations. When she left and we were all freed, it was chaos. The demons killed everyone they could, then they turned on each other. The mortals who survived set up a base here. The druid grew food for us. The others kept the demons at bay and tried to find the way out. New arrivals would appear rarely, unlucky travelers or reckless adventurers who ended up here by accident. As you can see, we're the only ones who survived. Windowalk's eyes sweep over the elf with contempt. You look half dead already, but you've managed to survive this long, so you can't be as pathetic as you seem. Maybe you will be of some use, but if saving you proves more trouble than it's worth, I'll put you down myself. Point at the angel. What's wrong with her? We found her like this and we couldn't break through the barrier. She must be sleeping or at least immobilized. We call her the Protectress. A priest from Brevoy came up with the name. He used to be one of our brotherhood here until the demons got him about 7 years back. We call her the Protectress because the angel's aura, even caged, protects us from the demons. This place is still crawling with them. We try not to stray too far from her. She is all that's keeping us alive now. Can you tell me anything useful about this place? It might just be wishful thinking, but I guess that there is some way to get through those barriers blocking us. We tested them so many times. They only allow full-blooded demons to pass through them, except the barriers were here long before Areelu abandoned the lab, which means that she was able to walk through them somehow. Maybe she had a key that we can look for? Who knows? There's one more thing. I've heard the demons, the sentient ones, mention something called the Lexicon of Paradox. I don't know what it is, but they talked about it like it was an artifact of some kind, a relic. In other words, something valuable. So it's possible that it could help us get out of here, but I don't have the slightest idea what it is or where to look for it. I'm not going to sit here doing nothing. There's got to be a way out of this place. All right. All right. Did we run around? Yep. Okay. All right. Doesn't let us click on her. Why does she have good hope on her? The fog enveloping you seems at once as thick as soup, yet almost transparent. Strange silhouettes emerge in the fog. You blink and you see someone standing next to you. Blink again and there's no one there. Voices can be heard in the fog, young and old, men and women, loud and barely audible. They say disconnected phrases, but not in unison. One voice may start a word, then another voice finishes it. Closer, closer. Come this way. With us you won't be alone. Why aren't you coming? Why can't we see you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Silence stretches out for a few moments. Who are we? Who am I? I? What are you doing to us? Why won't you open up? Wrong. Get out of the fog. Be gone, illusion. Power roils within you, bursting free, piercing through the eerie fog and hurtling forward to the source of it and slams into it. You hear the howl of many voices. Then the fog dissipates and the voices subside. Closer. Closer.
Together we stand. I will guide us.
Look into my eyes. No, don't look away. You're not a coward, are you, Crusader? Just like that, one after another. Guess who I'll take next? The vision fades to black. After a moment's pause, Camellia pouts. It was just an illusion. Is that what you dream of? Camellia fixes you with a stare. I don't suppose there's any point in denying it. It's true, sometimes I am visited by such dreams, but believe me, I will never make them a reality. My purpose is to understand the workings of spirits. Murder is nothing more than an added bonus. Are you ready to move on? It's such a pity that we must destroy something that shows such illusions. I wouldn't mind taking it with me so I could always have it at hand. Psycho! Brother, is it going to be much longer? Feels like my whole body's asleep. One more minute, Trevor, and your torment will be over. How many years have I been asking you to sit for a portrait? 5? 10? The vision dissipates. Sosiel smiles sadly. It was just an illusion, but such a pleasant one. What was that? Some kind of demonic attack. Demons are skilled at prying into our souls, you know. You don't have to look very deeply into mine. I can't help but think of our brother, especially in a terrible place like this. They simply extracted a dream, I suppose. My dearest wish. Ready to move on? Of course. We need to find the others. I don't like encountering illusions in a place like this, and not everyone has the fortitude to view them with clear eyes.
Without a doubt.
Come this way. With me, you won't be alone. Blind fools. You thought you could push me around. You thought I'd be your servant. Now you're going to be my slaves, and no one will ever dare to command Windwalk ever again. Is that me on the right? You will pay for this, impudent slave. I'll chain you to my throne like tame beast, and I'll rip the tongue out of anyone stupid enough to open their filthy mouth. Yep, that is definitely me on the right. Damn! Windwalk's face twists in disappointment, but upon seeing you, she summons up an ingratiating smile. I knew you'd come for me, Master, even when I was held captive by those illusions. Your fantasies are quite extreme. Windwalk smiles cautiously. What's wrong with dreaming of power? Everyone wants power, Master, and anyone who doesn't has the heart of a slave. Yes, I love power. I love to command. That's why I joined you, the strongest and most majestic warrior in all the world wound. As your servant, I stand to gain everything I dreamed of. The hunter gives you an obsequious look. Are you ready to keep going? Of course, Master. Forcing those demons to their knees and making them beg for mercy was a sweet illusion, but bringing that dream to life will be all the sweeter. It's the first time I've seen Windwalk's version of this,
Forwards.
but it was definitely on point. Who's this? We're so sorry we suspected you. Come back to us, Waldriff. We're nothing without you. You're the best out of all of us. Forgive us. Come back. Forgive me, my boy. You are my only grandchild. I should have loved you. Because of my mistakes, you became an orphan. You went hungry and cold. Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry. I thought you were a lowly thief, but I was so wrong. Forgive me, Your Highness. Forgive me for not recognizing you as a king immediately. Allow me to serve you, even as a washerwoman. Forgive an old fool for all the harm I did to the tieflings. Woe is me. Punish me as you see fit, but please forgive me. I, though unworthy, humbly beg your forgiveness, Your Highness. Life has been hard for the tieflings in my land, and it is my fault. But I beg you, don't kill me. Here, take my crown instead. I was wondering who that was. That's Queen Galfrey. Hilarious. Louder, louder. Again. Make me believe it. Try harder or else I have you tossed out on your ear. Waltif is still standing in the middle of the room with his eyes closed. Louder, louder, with more feeling. Bow before your king. And now, Godfrey, it's your turn. Hand that crown over here. Hey, why is everyone so quiet? He opens his eyes. Oh, Chief, are you going to give me a groveling apology too? I mean, did I fall asleep or something? What was that? I don't know, but I liked it. I was a king, see, sitting in the throne room, and everybody loved me, and my enemies were groveling on their knees, and there were mountains of food. I was just thinking about getting a couple peacocks to run around the gardens when you showed up. Walter sighs heavily. Don't worry, pathetic little hornhead. The illusion is gone now. You're back in the real world. The world where you grovel at the feet of everyone else and not the other way around. Couldn't think of it. You weren't in my dream. Legs 11T. Legs 11T. Do you know why? I could have seen what it was like to have you crawl before me, but not see you at all. That's a million times better. Ready to go? Can I take another quick look? How do I start this thing up again? All right. Don't look at me like that. If you're in such a hurry, let's go. How can you not love Wojif? Hey. Greatest scientist in all Galarian, your addendum 120 to volume 5 of the encyclopedia has caused a furor across all the scholarly forums of Absalom. I am delighted to observe your scientific work. When can we expect your next publication? Very soon. By the end of the year at the latest, I am making corrections to my 6th and 18th addenda to the 3rd volume of the encyclopedia, and then I plan to rewrite the 1st volume in its entirety. I already have a slew of revisions I wish to make. The vision dissipates. Hey, wait, Mr. Journalist, where'd you go? My corrections. Nenio looks over at you. To the articles and the addenda and the paragraphs. She sighs. In your vision, it seems that your work on the encyclopedia goes on forever. What a preposterous notion. And it's not even true. I'm writing the encyclopedia for all of Galarian, for the students who will follow in my footsteps, for the professors who have limited opportunities to conduct their own experiments. I simply must finish it and get it published. Tinkering with it forever, adding more and more, that would be purest vanity. I'm not like that at all. Are you ready to move on? Yes, just a moment. I need to get rid of this ridiculous memory. She wrinkles her nose, rubs her hands over her forehead, and loudly exhales. Done. I'm ready to go. Come to think of it, what am I doing in here? Ah, yes, I'm following the boy. Fantastic. Okay. Yes, that. Some of this still, man. No. Sometimes, but not on my bar. Definitely not. I want to switch it up a little bit. Have some better things down here. Stuff that I actually might want to use. Okay. And this round per level. Let's go with this.
Only you deserve my obedience.
Oh, so this is a rest. That's interesting.
Me?
Yeah, that's right.
You require my unbiased opinion?
Ooh, yeah, let's go with that.
I always
This
did
is
what
all
was right,
excellent.
therefore I became righteous. Does it mean whatever I do now becomes right because I am righteous?
What in the hell? Okay. He didn't get arrested because he didn't go to sleep, so that makes sense. You know what? We're gonna go with the battering blast. No. We're gonna stick to this. Okay. Oh, wait. This is the other thing.
Inimosi tradisi. Inimosi tradisi. Inimosi tradisi. Inimosi tradisi. Inimosi tradisi. Inimosi tradisi. Ona adayanon.
Let's go. Enemies in my home? I won't let you pass the threshold. My queen, I shall save you from this beast. The prey has fallen right into my lap. If I kill you, my name will be on everyone's lips. Excellent. Yep, I knew you were going to charge. That's why I took care of you first. Beneath the top layer of the quivering red mass, you can make out the features of various demons. An eyeless Lilitu opens his mouth in a silent scream. Panage wriggles his multi-jointed limbs, broken tails and wings trembling. All of it is connected, fused to a single whole. And this whole twitches convulsively as you approach. You hear voices, the same ones that called to you in the fog. I wane. I dwindle. I gasp for breath. What are you? Now, nothing. You killed, ruined, but you, what are you? The voices are unleashed in a drawn-out shriek like a death cry. Destroy the grotesque creature. Now you can be at peace. The voices in your head subside. The unpleasant sensation of an alien presence also disappears. Hodgepodge of demon body parts. Before you is some kind of magical device that looks old and broken. A large, oddly shaped crystal is wedged tightly into a slot in the device. Day 4 for RAS 4632. Subject: a Lilitu and several lesser demons maimed in battle with crusaders. The fusing of body parts of different life forms has been done many times before and is of no interest to me. The focus of this experiment is the fusing of souls. Desired result: to preserve the specific abilities of the donor subjects in the final fused entity. The idea is promising and may influence my other research. I really want to know, if you pick the demon path, do you have an opportunity for a romance relationship with Areelu? Oh no, stupid Sutter. He forgot. He clean forgot. We have barriers to the abyss in this place. Demons can cross them, but others can't. Clever. But you can get through if they have the key. Here, take it. All right, saving. And cleared. All right. The lock has been battered by someone's desperate attempts to open it, but the door is sealed shut. The lock. Oh, yeah. The same thing. All right.
Without a doubt.
I'm always open to ideas.
A ripped book lies in the center of the room. Beneath the title in large letters, Lexicon of Paradox, are lines of text written in hasty, bold script. A shimmering puzzle haze rises from the pages. You are about to step over the threshold when the haze grows brighter. The power within you responds, roiling in agitation, but you feel no sense of danger. Rather, it's as though you are experiencing a chemical reaction to this unknown phenomenon. Take the book. Now will serve me. Your fingers barely graze the book when the purple glow flares brightly and a series of inscriptions, diagrams, and sketches flash by, imprinting themselves in your memory as if you've always known them. Power fills you, just as wrathful and overwhelming as in the moment of the Wardstone's destruction or the acquisition of the Sword of Valor. Discari's here. Discari himself. Blimey! One minute we had a dragon, the next, bam! She was gone. The halfling's armor is splashed with blood, and he is armed to the teeth with a sword, a blade, a hatchet on his belt, and a crossbow on his back. His voice sounds familiar to you. Care to lend me a weapon? Sure thing. Here, take this. The halfling holds out the crossbow. Best crossbow I've got. The person who made it said it could pierce the hide of a demon lord even. I'll try to fight them. Good luck with that. Try not to get eaten now. The halfling's words are drowned out by a terrible rumbling and the rustling of countless tiny wings. Areelu for Lesh. Yes, very good. A dose of bravery or a fit of honor. It could be nothing else. Or perhaps his instincts are hinting. Areelu trails off. My lady, this creature's about to die, shouldn't you? Remember, this is all beta. They'll get this all fixed and cleaned up. The dredge looks decidedly pitiful up close. His limbs are trembling and a multitude of stitches crisscross his skin. Without them, it seems his body would simply fall to pieces. The demon's gaze is fixed on you and you detect a strange yearning in it. Ah, you got here at last, and you took Mistress Areelu's gift. She left it for you, she did. I made sure the gift was safely delivered, and now I can return to my mistress. Why did Areelu need someone to shoot Discari back in Kennebress? She needed to spill his blood. The blood of a demon lord is a powerful thing and very useful, you see. It's a priceless region. You can make so many things out of it. A wondrous blade, for example, that could turn even a wardstone to dust. Go and tell Areelu thank you for the gift. I will. Farewell. Right. Every last object in this spacious chamber seems to thrum with secrets and formidable power. This appears to be the heart of the laboratory. All right. An unsettling light twinkles from the crystal. Lines of mysterious magical patterns spread out around it. Buckler ray negation. Open a rift. Get out of the trap.
I will guide us.
The strange device with a slot for a crystal awaits your next move. Place experiment. The suture crystal in the socket. Day 20, Fireside 4606. Subject, former Diracne, subjected to extreme exposure when passing through the whirlpool. As a result of this exposure, the demon was reborn as a dredge, a unique event in demonology. The reborn demon also acquired serious malformations which did not respond to a standard treatment method. Objective, to assess the threat to other demons, to stabilize passage through the whirlpool. The survival of the subject is also desirable for the purposes of further observation. Awesome. Okay. So that's also way out over there. Okay. Oh, whoops. There's another crystal. Day 28, Callistro 4606. Transformation. Subject Areelu Vorlesh. Human. Female with a clear affinity for arcane magic. Objective. Fuse a mortal soul with the essence of the abyss. Predicted result: the formation of a full-fledged half-demon on the basis of a mortal being. Potential risk: unknown. The death of the subject is extremely likely. I will continue to monitor the experiment for as long as I can. Interesting. Okay.
We march ahead.
So her. What do we want here? She needs more slots. That's what I want for her. Does she have? But she already has it. So she already has all the slots she's gonna get. Oh, mythical beast though. Yeah, let's definitely get that. Mythic beast rather. And I am actually dissatisfied. Oh, here we go. Mythic channeling. Increase the damage you deal or heal. Maybe that's why I feel like his heals are so pathetic right now. Alright, and then you have rapid shot already? You do. You do not have improved critical though. Let's do that. You. Button casting, you don't need that. So we can go to the feats. Do you have penetration? Yeah, let's go with spell penetration. And you, what's going on? You can get spell focus, illusion. And that's cool, but let me make sure. Right. You are not. What spell level are you at? You are at 6. Okay. So, yeah. I guess either one will do. Yeah, sure, I'll go with illusion. Yeah. Okay. Now, you got anything interesting? Lord beyond the grave. You can use command undead at will. All undead in your command within 50 feet of you gain a bonus to their strength, dexterity, and charisma, equal to half your mythic rank plus 1. Their attacks now ignore damage reduction. What is skeleton upgrade? Interesting. Mythic resolve. Extra mythic ability. Oh. Creature summoned by you. I probably should get this, shouldn't I? Oh, I don't have this? Oh, yeah, I definitely need this. Oh, so that's why it doesn't have anything listed. You got a bunch of options. Skeletal Champion gains Barbarian's Rage ability and fast movement, as well as 2 Rage powers on Lich choice. Skeleton Champion gets... Oh, this is for my champion. So he can get Rage. He can get Dirge of Doom. First level spells. Touch of Grace. Second level spells. Third level spells. Dominate person. Skeletal Champion gets Channel Negative Energy using his HD instead of Cleric class for calculations. Domains of Death and Destruction. And all spells from the Cleric list. But they did not allow me to choose a mage with my first option. And my question becomes, what attribute determines the power of those spells? I would have absolutely made him a cleric if I knew that was a viable option, but I'm still a little confused. Skeleton Champion gets an additional bonus combat feat, armor training, weapon training, and its base attack bonus now equals its full hit dice instead of the regular 3 out of 4. Gets judgment twice per day, a teamwork feat, and the following spells. Fester, heroism, inflict serious wounds, litany of entanglement. Interesting. Skeleton Champion gets Magus class abilities such as Arcane Pull, Spell Combat, and the minor Magus spells, which include all spells from the Magus list up to level 3. Well, yeah, I guess I'll go with Fighter, because I'm not sure about everything else. Bonus combat feat. Alright, so I guess I take back some of my previous... Well, no, I don't take back my previous criticism because they're still not allowed... Oh, whoa. He's damn near got the whole list available to him. I still feel like I wanted control over those first 10 levels. What is Dragon Ferocity? While using Dragon Style. There's a whole bunch of stuff in this list I know nothing about. Looks like you can literally pick anything. When you damage an opponent with a power attack, you may make an immediate persuasion intimidate check as free action to attempt to demoralize your opponent. I like that. Cleave. If you make a melee, so you got cleave, he's got power attack, right? It's not even clear if he has power attack. See, this is what I'm saying. A level 10 double-handed guy and he doesn't have power attack yet? What is that? Like, you give me Cornigan, but does it even matter without power attack? Technically it doesn't, right? All right, you know what? Okay. We will stop with the whining. Let's go. Let's just choose power attack. We'll just do that. Leave it at that. Let's just go. Let's not overcomplicate this. Bonus combat feed. Oh, and you get weapon training. I don't know what I'm holding right now. Oh, it's like a spear, right? It's like a long spear. Pretty sure it's a long spear. Do I want him using a long spear forever? Probably not. We're gonna say great sword. Sooner or later, I'm sure I'll find a good great sword. All right, and now that is for him, right? Right, Skeletal Champion, cool. Now this is for me. So Bone Shatter and Fear is nice, but I hate the manual process of casting it. Inflict critical wounds. There we go. Heal my champion up some more. Ooh, I got some new spells. All right. Let's see what's going on. Lich is now at level 4. The character cannot cast spells of this level because he needs to rest. That's fine. Whatever. Wait. No. Resting should not determine whether or not I have slots here. Why don't I have slots for level 4? God dog it. Alright, let's take a look at the spells that I do not recognize. It's kind of weird to me that as a Lich I'm getting illusion spells. Has that already been the case? Okay, so yeah, they give me this ability. So yeah, I guess the game feels like necromancy and illusion goes hand in hand. Well, there's some other spells here too. Interesting. All right. The Empiric Blade. Your weapon becomes bloodthirsty. It deals 1d6 plus caster level additional damage, healing the wielder for the same amount. And it's 1 minute per level. That's actually pretty nice. Eyes of the Bodak. Your eyes become filled with unthinkable horrors. For 1 round per caster level, you gain a gaze, giving your enemies 30 feet a negative level each round. That is also pretty nice. You siphon the power of unlife from the target undead creature. If it's an enemy, it is dealt 1d8 damage per caster level, and you are healed for the same amount. If it's an ally, the damage is maximized to 8 damage per caster level. And it seems automatic. It doesn't care. Interesting. Okay. Okay, well, when I can actually slot spells, I'd be happy to take a look at that. All right. Close that out. That's all taken care of now. Let's continue on.
You are my favorite aid.
Yeah, I haven't figured out what's going on with this door. It's locked. And since it's there, I assume there's supposed to be something behind it that you can get to. But I have no idea how you make that happen.
Forwards.
You can handle them, right?
Why?
Time to
God. Hate it when they do this. Oh, wait. Didn't I give... So I have Dimension Door. Oh, but I've already used all the slots for it. Jesus. What is going on now? Is he insane or something like that? Yeah, he is. I don't have any way to deal with that right now. And he's sickened. Come on. Is this permanent? No. Well, that's part of the way there. He's serious. Hit him another time, huh? Seriously, y'all? Here. Thank you. How is it you still can't get in? I don't understand, Mufasa. What are you doing? So annoying. So annoying. Yeah, that's better. Feels a little better now. Why did I go all the way over there? When I selected my guy. There we go. Come on. Okay. Golden light. What's that about? The chaos does not look like the result of anything as deliberate and controlled as a search. It is more likely that there was a fight here or that everything was simply smashed. Holy writings about Ayamede's mortal life and her acts. The pages are decayed, the text now unreadable. It is unknown how this holy book ended up in a place like this. The corruption of the abyss retreats in the face of the cleansed relic's sanctified power.
Without a doubt.
So I can go out that. Oh, wow. Right. So what's over here? Interesting. Let's find out.
I
And
will
while we're
not
doing
falter.
that, you should be doing that. You don't have any other damage powers, right? Yeah, you really don't have anything else to spam worthy, so hitting them it is. You. Can use that.
I'll prove I am the best.
Do that.
Are we ready to move out?
Right. Okay. Now let's go. Move forward. Actually. Oh. So the whole damn hallway.
Distract them from me.
A mess!
Good enough. All right. Ooh. This room has more light to it than the other chambers in the lab, but even here, rationality wins out over comfort. There we go.
Our path leads on.
Door. Door. I don't know what I need to do to avoid that. I mean, I could manually pull everybody back as much as possible, but it doesn't really seem like I should have to go to those lengths. All right, now. Why did Sosiel run up? Oh, he's already out of it. Nah, okay, fine. Actually, here, do that. Last one.
I took a cave slug for a foe.
Do. Ooh, somebody's
The
gonna
world
get
has
up.
suffered enough.
Magritio Durinos. Magritio Durinos. Magritio Durinos.
I think that's the last really tough battle in this area.
Magritio Durinos.
Finally. All right. Go down here.
Magritio Durinos.
Oh, we're good. Oh, lightning. No, Additional restoration to help you.
Together we stand.
Come on, man.
Our time has come.
18, 21, 23. There we go. Nice. Very nice.
I will guide us.
Okay. Oh, wait. I haven't been there? All right, I got right to the end. Helmet of camaraderie.
We will prevail.
What is Walter doing? I mean, maybe it is aiming correctly, but it just looks like he's firing controlled fireballs towards the party, and it's weirding me out.
This experiment
Some
has
hideous
gone awry.
creatures are swimming in a murky liquid.
Without a doubt.
Just want to make sure there's not a minotaur that's going to run up on me.
No time for debates.
Bam, 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 ba-da-dum, boom. Oh, this is not good. Are you kidding me?
What am I missing?
What is that? I do not want to have to deal with the expense of resurrecting her. Let's try this again. Okay. I did not put her all the way over there. What is going on here? Let's do this. So you're back. You're back. You're back. You can also be back. You're back, but not way, way back. You're back. And here. Let him go first. Then you. Perhaps this is the problem? But they still... Why is Simba in the front? Oh. Wait, you're the big one. You're the leopard. Let's try that again. Okay. Now.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
Her buffs are gone, so let's do this again. All right. Now, does he have anything? His angel stuff is gone. Sacred Nimbus is gone. Cool.
I am yours to command.
All her buffs are stripped as well.
My tail is restless.
He's still fine.
You require my unbiased opinion?
Yes, ma'am. You know, I'm gonna switch him up. Let's do that. All right. Now, let's see if this works a little better.
Let me draw the first blood.
Nope. And then when that happens, it won't even let you move out. It's like they're permanently stuck in the door. So weird. So weird. Ridiculous. It shouldn't be possible for them to get stuck in the door if there's nobody in front of them.
I'm not nearly rich enough.
Like, they should just be pushing through and figuring it out. Again. This is so stupid. But I'm not going back. Let's just get this over with. I can revive him when we get back to Dresden.
Exemplary performance.
Unless this is just going to take forever. None of them can actually get close to him. And I don't have Dimension Door. God. So, ooh. Wow. That's kind of wild. So you're just saying that no matter what, they just can't move. It is just the way it is. Oh my God. All right. So I guess we're just gonna have to do this the manual way. Fine. It is what it is. You come forward.
Open your heart
Whatever
to me.
you.
I'll watch your back.
Fine. You come first by yourself. Now, can we do it? Now, is that okay? Seems like it. Those two are already dead. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if it makes sense. What in the hell? Why are you just standing around? What is going on? I mean, they're all literally standing around, though. What is going on? You're gonna go down. Thank you. Without deaths. It can't possibly make sense that I had to do that. Everywhere there are signs of destruction, large and small. That's what I get for saying the last hard battle had already been done. Annoying as hell. All right.
require my unbiased opinion?
Areelu.
You look at the figure dressed in rags, and after some difficulty, you recognize that it is an old mongrel. The few exposed areas of skin are covered in horrific burns, grotesque twitching appendages that look like a cross between tentacles and umbilical cords are latched onto him. The mongrel gives a quiet groan. Who's there? It's been so long since I heard another living voice. Windwalk's face assumes an imperious expression. Name yourself, kinsman. What do they call you? What tribe are you from? I don't know. I don't remember. I've been here for so long. You're lying. Master, he's lying. I can smell it. Evil, it's time to end you. Ooh. Well, that was effective.
Forwards.
Ooh, love having that side. Just helps drive home. He is a reaper. Finally, at the end. Okay. And... yep, looks like I did everything down here. Excellent. Let's go back.
Without a doubt.
Gonna end up killing her? I'm not sure. Barrier surrounding the frozen angel shimmers disconcertingly. Examine the barrier. The barrier appears to have been created from the essence of the abyss and reinforced with spells repelling any living creature not of this dark plane. Destroy the barrier. You see a beautiful silver-haired woman whose face displays unusual heavenly tranquility. Now you can get a good look at her wings. One looks strong and is covered in white feathers, just as you would expect of an angel. But the other wing, it looks like a framework of mismatched bones with a grimy purple substance stretched across instead of webbing, and it is covered in something akin to scabs or strange scales. The angel awakens and unexpectedly inclines her head in greeting. I do not know who you are, stranger, but thank you. You were freeing me. I am Targona, blade of Iamede's heavenly host. My captivity, though I was ignorant of it, lasted so long. How did you end up here? I was brought here from the brink of death. I had been fighting the Bay Lord Darazan alongside a troop of crusaders when we were struck by the Echo of Discari, a demon of terrifying power and cunning and an old enemy of mine. All of my comrades perished, and the two demons set upon me like predators savaging a bird. The echo ripped off my wing and led me to die among the bodies of those I failed to protect. And then she appeared, the architect of the world wound. The angel's gaze darkens. Sometimes I am amazed at the vast power, terrifying or benevolent, that can reside in a mortal. However, Areelu is no longer mortal. She brought me here. She treated me as much as she could, or as much as she deemed necessary. I can hardly remember those first days in the laboratory. Pain, strange magic, purple flames flickering around me. Areelu spent hours casting spells over me. I was chained the whole time, though I was too weak to fight or flee. There was nothing else for me to do but talk to her and to try to glimpse inside that black soul. I don't know what I hope to find in there. Perhaps the smallest glimmer of light, hope that all this could be remedied. All I saw was twilight, a veil of arrogance and secrets that Areelu used to keep herself separate from the world. Her thoughts were occupied by some grand experiment. I was of little interest by comparison. When she had finished her work, she put me into a deep sleep. A healing spell, she said. It was necessary to allow my new, abominable wing to settle in. I had been in that sleep until now. What grand experiment was Areelu planning when she captured you? She wanted to perfect her accursed wound. The second opening, as she called it. The rift was to be larger or more stable, opening a road to Galarian from the new domains in the Abyss. What shocked me was that she talked about the disastrous consequences of her plan with total equanimity, as though they were minor details that were but a distraction from the experiment itself. I also know that the experiment required a mortal soul. Perhaps it's a sacrifice to some dark rite that would siphon the mortal's life force and use it for perverse ends. I heard, or rather pieced together from what I overheard, that the soul belonged to a child. Areelu, like many demons and demonic spellcasters, has the ability to wrest souls from their bodies and contain them in special vessels. The vessels containing that soul were delivered to the laboratory soon after I was brought here. Areelu was unusually distressed that day. She talked to me more than usual. That's when I learned the details of her plan. I was aghast when I realized that she was discussing the soul of a child, a soul which she likely wished to sacrifice. I cannot describe the horror I felt. What's wrong with your wing? It's the work of Areelu. The wing is fully functional. Its creator isn't known as the architect for nothing, but it frightens me. There's nothing more of the abyss in this wing than in the eyes of an enraged Baylor. It's an abomination. Camille's eyes watch transfixed as the wing, assembled from bones and slimy film, moves in time with the angel's breathing. Her eyes drink in every articulation, every join on the moist membrane. My lady, I am but a humble cleric, and it is likely beyond my powers to heal the heinous injury that was due to you. But I cannot look at how they desecrated your perfect beauty and not say something. Please allow me to at least try to repair it. The angel only smiles sadly in response. You have a pure heart and good intentions, but what was done to me is beyond the power of even angels to undo. Baylors with the abyss in their eyes. How unscientific. I would have been pleased if she sent me anything at all. Why didn't you get out of here or summon the warriors of heaven to help you? Even the goddess cannot hear me within these walls. This place, it belongs to the abyss, not the material plane. I cannot call for help, only pray for a miracle. Perhaps your arrival is the answer to that prayer. Can you tell me anything about this place? I only know a little. Areelu once let it slip that this refuge is where she wrote the Lexicon of Paradox, the book of dark magic containing the secret to the whirlwind's creation. That means this place is older than the wound itself. Areelu must have created it, at least part of it, before her great atrocity. I was astonished at the strange way she seemed to speak of this laboratory. It was as if she despised this place, yet she tried not to show it. There was a moment when I wondered if this hatred was a sign of her contrition, but I was mistaken. Areelu Vorlesh is incapable of feeling contrite even for a heartbeat. She's like a tempest, hurtling forward and sweeping aside everything in its path. He's a lich, so he believes that he rules the world, but does not particularly care about demons or angels as long as they stay away, so I'm not going to kill her. He'll let her go. I unseal the way out. You are free. Free. Then let's leave here at once. May the light of Ayamadei be with you. I can't believe it. I'm going to see the sky again. What time is it, I wonder? Morning, afternoon, even? Heaven, I am coming home. Farewell, Commander. 20 years. My wife and son even recognize me? Are they still alive? All right. Where am I going? Out to the right.
I will guide us.
All right. The coverlet on the bed looks like it will crumble to dust at the slightest touch. Okay, and I think that is a very good place for us to go ahead and end. Hope you all enjoyed the play session today. If you did, please go ahead and leave me a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next video later on this week. Take care.